Hello, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Y'all come on in and make yourself comfortable. Today we're going to take a simple 2x4 and turn it into a couple of race cars. Y'all come on in, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off. Okay, before we get started, let me show you exactly what I've done up to this point. I've taken just a regular 2x4, it's 7 inches long. I've made a mark right down the middle. I've centered it up vertically and horizontally, and I've drilled 4 holes. These holes are going to be for the axle. Let's go ahead and get started turning, okay? We're going to start off with just a roughing gouge, and all we're doing in the beginning is just basically taking those edges off. Now you could probably do a good majority of this turning with the roughing gouge. We're going to go ahead and turn the speed up a little bit because you're hitting a lot of air there, and so this is going to actually end up being the front of the car. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a 1/2 inch bowl gouge. You should be able to already kind of see some shape coming in here if you look at just this. We're going to go ahead and make a windshield here and bring it on out. We give you folks just a little bit of an idea of the shape we're going for. See, we're going to cut this in half. So see, you can already kind of tell we're getting the shape of an automobile there. Let's take a look at that and see what we've got. Well, we're starting to look like a car there. I'm going to go ahead and round this off a little bit more here. I'm about to run out of tool rest there, folks. Let's move it just a little bit. Folks, as you're designing these, you can do just about anything you want to do. And I don't have a pattern for them, even though I've made quite a few of them over the years. Let's see how that looks. That should be a spoiler right there on the back of that. I think we can do a little bit better job of that curve right there. Okay folks, our turning part is just about done. We are literally going to hit this with just a little bit of sandpaper. And when I say a little bit, I do mean just a little bit. Because all we're sanding is this up here. So when you do that, remember, most of what you got there is air. Let's see what that looks like. I bet we're good. We are ready to cut it in half on the bandsaw. Folks, we are ready to cut this in half on the bandsaw and put some wheels on it. So join me over at the bandsaw and let's get it cut in half. Okay, so folks, we're here at the bandsaw. We got a little nib on the front that we're just going to nip off. We got the little nib on the back. Again, we're just going to nip that off. And then remember that line that we put in the middle? We're just going to follow that line. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and I'm going to touch them up on the bottom on a belt sander. I'm just going to hit it real quick just to smooth the bottom off, and I'll be right back, okay? Hey, by the way, while I'm doing the belt sanding on the bottom, which shouldn't take more than about 15-20 seconds, why don't you guys go down and hit the subscribe button. Give me a like if you like what I'm doing, thumbs down if you don't like what I'm doing, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, okay? Thanks for watching, folks. I'll be right back. We got the bottom of these sanded, and they are just as smooth as the sides now. We're going to go ahead and put a little finish on them. And what we're using for finish is a combination of mineral oil and beeswax. And we're just going to smear this on here real good. We want to put it on liberally. Again, this is a finish that, you know, it's all natural. There's no way if a kid chews on it or anything that it can do them any harm. And so we'll just put it on there real liberally and let that soak in. Once we get the finish on there, now we're going to put some wheels on it. Good idea to go ahead and give those wheels just a little bit of coat of beeswax before you put them on. We'll just go ahead and coat 3 more wheels here. And this is one finish you don't have to worry about getting on your hands, folks. Just make them softer, and maybe it'll take some of that drying away that we've all been getting by smearing our hands with alcohol constantly. Okay, so we've got our race car. We're going to go ahead and put some wheels on it now. We finished it with a combination of beeswax and mineral oil. And so what we're going to do now is just tap some axles in it. Be careful when you're putting this on here. You want those wheels to have a little bit of wiggle room. Otherwise, you pin them up against the side of the car and they will not rotate. And what little boy wants a car that doesn't roll, right? Actually, what big boy wants a car that doesn't roll? So, once you get one side on, then you've got to do something about the other side. You can't rest those axles against the other side of the wood. It'll just drive them right on in and they'll be super tight. And right back to that, who wants a car that doesn't roll? Now, I'm sure someone's going to ask me what size hole I drilled for the axle. That's really a very difficult question to answer. because it depends on the size of your axle. You want to drill it so that it is a tight fit, so that you literally have to drive the pin into the hole. If you can slide the pin in and out of the hole, it's just not going to be tight enough to work, and you're going to have cars with the wheels coming off. You know, you can make cars from outer space, I guess. Whatever you be the designer, and literally there is no limit, just what your imagination will come up with. So, like I said, we were going to do a couple of race cars. Couple of race cars we did. Folks, I hope you enjoyed the project. Hope you go out in your shop and make some for your kids, grandkids, and maybe even the kids in the neighborhood. And whether you make them and give them away or make them and sell them, just like to see you folks in your shop enjoying your lathes. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.